Hello and welcome back to our class of Organization of Commerce Standard 12. In this video, we are going to learn in detail about management as science, art and profession. So let's compare the features of science, art and profession with management and let us know whether the management is science, art or profession. So let's first see management is science or not. Let us understand what is science. Science is systematized body of knowledge that explains certain general truths or the operation of general laws. General truth means your facts, laws means rules. Similarly, management is also based on laws and principles and some facts. So now let's have look on features of science. There are three features as we can see. First one is based on experiment. Second, universal applicability. Third, systematic body of knowledge. Let's understand one by one. Based on experiment, we have seen that in science we develop the things through observation and then it is tested through an experiment. So, like science, management principles are also derived through some observations and some repeated experimentations. Next is universal applicability. That means every time scientific results show same result under the given conditions. For example, H2 plus O2 is always HO2. It never changes. Similarly, experts of management have also observed after the years of research that in some particular situation, some particular techniques only should be used or applied so that we may get the same results. So it is a universal applicability. Third one is it's a systematic body of knowledge. We have seen that in science we have cause effect relationship. For example, I can say that when metal is heated they are expanded. So it is not like whenever you are heated you will get the different results, sometimes you will get the the only result is they will get expanded. Similarly, in management also we have the cause effect relationship. So like science, management is also a systematic body of knowledge. It has its own principles, you can say theories or principles that have developed over a period of time. So, we can see that all the features of science are present in management. Thus, management is science. According to George R. Terry, science teaches one to know through facts or observations and frame the principles. Now, let's see management is art or not. For that, let's understand the meaning of art. Art is skillful and personal application of existing knowledge to achieve your desired results. Skillful means a manager should have some skills, some intelligence, smartness, insight, cleverness to achieve the work desired results or to get the work done. And personal application means he should have his own way to get the work done as per his knowledge. Either it's a theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge, so he should use in his own way. Personal application means the term personal application means he should use it in his own way to get the desired results. So this is what art is: skillful and personal application. These are the two important terms used in the meaning of art. Now we are going to study about the features of art. First is personalized app of personal knowledge. Second, existence of theoretical knowledge. Third, practice and creativity. Let's understand it one by one. Where personal application is used, it shows some existence of theoretical knowledge and some practice and creativity is needed. These are the features. First one is application of personal skill. Each artist has his own style and approach toward his job. Now here you can see an example that both are actors but they both are named differently as how they show their skills. So, two actors will always differ in representing their art. Similarly, in management, two managers use theoretical knowledge of management in totally different ways. Like two singers or dancers cannot be same way two managers cannot be same using skills. Second is existence of theoretical knowledge. Literature, dance, or music is widely recognized and can be learned. Now, how it can be learned? By its theories. We all know we learn music in school and we all prepare notes because it has its theories, and even exams are conducted. Same way, management also has its own theories in which manager has to specialize in some special course like marketing, HRM, that is human resource management. Third is practice and creativity. Every artist has a component of creativity which requires intelligence, imagination, and yes, constant practice. Same way, management is based on continuous practice and creativity like any other art. Manager has to study various situations and formulate his own theories for use in a given situation. Regular practice makes the manager more effective in management. Thus, management is an art. According to George Terry, art teaches one to do. Let's study about the features of profession. First, service motive. Second, well-defined body of knowledge. Third, ethical code of conduct. Fourth, association of professional. Let's understand one by one. First is service motive. The basic motive is to serve the client's interest and society by giving better services. Similarly, in management also the motive is to serve business unit and for the welfare of society by giving them better services and being loyal to the business units. Second is well defined body of knowledge. All the professions are based on a well defined body of knowledge that can be acquired through instructions. Now, acquired through instruction means that can be acquired through education or that can be trained by some trained institutions. Same way, like we studied about lawyers and doctors, that lawyers need a special degree of LLB, doctors need MBBS. Same way, management also need a special degree for the managers like BBA and MBBA, because management has its own theories and special knowledge. So, in which you have to acquire special knowledge, that means that is a well defined body of knowledge. So, all such courses like lawyers, doctors, CA, all such courses are known as well defined body of knowledge. Next is ethical code of conduct. All professions are bound by a code of conduct which guides the behavior of its member. Now let's understand what is code of conduct. Code of conduct is some guidelines or some rules framed by the institution and it is followed by the professionals. You can see the example Bar Council of India for lawyers that regulates the practice for the lawyers and education for lawyers. Same IAMA for doctors, ICAI for chartered accountant. Next is association of professional. All the professions are require affiliation from a professional association which awards certificate of practice. Now professional association. So all the professions have their own professional association where they have to practice and get a certificate. And so the code of conduct is automatically imposed. Same way in management also, association is formed, training is given by IIM, Indian Institution of Management. This institution works at national and international level for the development of profession of management. So all the features have been explained. As per this, 4 features have been explained, but the fifth one is missing here. I'll explain as per your textbook. The fifth one is moral responsibility. Now moral responsibility means in any profession it is essential that professionals should be loyal to their own professions, and it is a moral responsibility. Every individual's responsibility is to be moral for their own profession. Either the profession is doctor, lawyer, teacher, manager, whatever the profession is, you have to be loyal for the profession. So from the above features, we came to know that management is art, science, and profession. So go through the topic and revise it thoroughly.